Today, I'd like to talk about psychology. This is the 5th day of my commitment, and I'm gonna conduct the speaking club, and now I'm gonna prepare. So, psychology. Yesterday, I got an interesting, amazing idea about psychology as if it were a kind of what would you call it? It's like there was in 19th century there was a movement called nihilism or nihilism. And this movement was started in Russia by people who uh, didn't want to. I guess it's so hard topic, but still, it's like my thoughts aren't clear. So what I'm saying right now is kind of vague. I didn't thought it through. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So people who didn't want to believe in values which were like traditional values or whatever. They started denying everything, and basically the idea was that life doesn't has meaning, and everything is meaningless, and all these ideas start. It's like, of course, it's my understanding again. It's like vague. I'm trying to just clarify my own thoughts, but it seems to me as if it was kind of protest. It wasn't just nihilism means that there is nothing, everything's an illusion, anything doesn't make any sense, and so on. It was a kind of protest against reality, against what's real. And it was a kind of idealistic movement. But anyway, so it caused lots of people to experience deep depression because before there was certain values, and those values were based on the ideals, like on religion, on government, on Tsar, or whatever. And this movement was supposed to destroy all previous values and establish a new value, which, of course, like for nihilists, like the version which appeared in Russia, it wasn't actually nihilism, it was realism. And the idea was to replace everything, like all previous values, by a new value, which was labor and, communism and I don't know what exactly. But anyway, so the psychology, it's like this nihilism caused lots of depression, and people started losing hope, they started losing their motivation to do anything, and it's like started stop believing in life and everything. And psychology was developed as it's like as a kind of medicine to help to overcome this ideology. And yeah, the point was that why it's like it's not about like personal stuff. It's rather about cultural stuff. So there was kind of like there was a kind of uh, mental state, or when we call it kind of like there was the self, and there was a cultural, like, let's say, ideology. I don't know. It seems I again my mind is not working well from from the early morning. I need to wait to to make it to warm it up. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Again, I feel kind of embarrassed a little bit because I can't say clearly what I was thinking about. Like yesterday, I spent like half of the evening trying to conceptualize all these thoughts, and I didn't write because like I wrote a small paragraph, but it wasn't related to this idea, because after I wrote this paragraph, this idea only came to me, and I thought that I will think about it today and will develop it, but like there were some different issues which were more important, and now I'm trying to just clarify this idea, but I see that it doesn't work well. So before to talk about it, I probably need to write and think about it more. Just sit for an hour, try to organize all this, make a kind of structure. But anyway, so I want to continue talking about yesterday's idea, which is like getting pleasure from self-talk, because it's very important, because for me I think it's possible to really to focus on this exercise, to focus on this commitment, and gain lots of energy and power from it, because now I feel like I need to do that. And it's not just, in writing. For example, I write in my journal every day, and I spend like an hour every day trying to write my thoughts and describe everything what's going on as clear as I can. But in writing, I can make mistakes. I can wait. I have lots of time, and I don't. It's like it doesn't stressful for me writing, and it doesn't make me think a lot during the day what I need to write about, like at the next day or on the morning, on the next morning. But when I need to talk, and I know that there's no time, I don't have an opportunity to think, I need to speak aloud and express my thoughts immediately. So I don't have any time to prepare. And this actually organizes my thoughts, and throughout the day I'm thinking a lot how to make it better. So I build lots of models, and it's exciting, and I like to do that because it makes me feel great. It makes me feel, it's like it gives me lots of amazing thoughts which I can develop. And this process is actually, it's like something that I want to do. And there are lots of ideas like motivation, for example. One of the most interesting idea which I'm trying to think about now. It's like I think it's possible just to start talking. I remember I did it a couple of years ago. I chose one or two ideas, and motivation was one of them. Another was body language, and I was trying to talk about it every day for 10 minutes. And the idea is like, okay, motivation, how I can motivate myself, how I can focus on this, on my actions. How can I gain energy and power just by doing this exercise, by self-talk? And how can I do it better? How can I speak better? How can I improve my language through this exercise? How can I motivate myself to learn more, to study more, to be passionate about learning and studying? And I remember it was really amazing, because after, it's like the first, the second, the 5 day, they weren't quite engaging. But after doing this exercise and talking about motivation for a month, I realized that, wow, there's such a huge progress in my thoughts, because it seems like you start talking about the same shit. So you start, okay, motivation, what can I say? And then you speak about it for 5-10 minutes. And it's vague and unclear. And the next day, you do the same shit. So you start again, motivation. Let's suppose I didn't say anything yesterday. It's like, or everything what was said is just, it's done. Let's start from the beginning. It's like you tried, every time you try to give a better speech about motivation. You may use everything you said before. You may repeat all of this every time, because it doesn't match. Like just an exercise. You talk about it for 10 minutes. And you see that however it's like you build more and more clear understanding. And after 30 days, it's like old speeches about motivation, as if it's like I'll try to find them. And like I guess I haven't uploaded them on YouTube. I uploaded just my daily talks, but there are like lots of videos in my probably I'll upload them later. There are lots of videos about motivation, and I started on my computer, and there's like 30 talks where I, like, from the first talk where I was confused and shy and couldn't say almost anything about motivation, to the 30th talk where I just feel free, get lots of positive emotions from doing that, and it's like can say, well, at least at that time I was able to say something that motivated me myself, and I was really happy, and my mood changed a lot, because at the first time there was like I was standing and I was kind of I couldn't say anything, and I feel embarrassed, and it reflects in my pose, in my voice, in my face expressions. But at the end, I was really happy, and I was smiling all the time. It's like so cool. I can focus on positive things. I can talk about what I achieved, what I'm doing, what I like to do, instead of just trying to blame myself all the time for my inability to express myself clearly. Which is actually, I don't know, it's like I'm working on it, it seems, for a decade. Oh, in English, I'm working on it for 3 years, and still there's a feeling that it's unclear, even if I know that I can express my thoughts way clearer than everybody in my surrounding. So when I talk to people, I know that I can express my thoughts very clearly, and I can make other people understand me fast, and I don't have trouble. Well, probably there are a few people who can do it better, but the idea is like I'm not the last person who may talk about what he's doing and be like vague and unclear. But here again, there's a spontaneous talk. I need to think a lot about different things which I don't understand myself, and I'm trying to understand them. And it's not just about this talk; it's rather about how it organizes my activity and my routine and my schedule, how it makes me think more deeper about what I'm doing and why I'm doing that. Okay, so today it's I think it's enough for today. So bye bye.